If you're a fighting fan, let me ask you this question. Do you think John Jones, Conor McGregor, Tom Aspinall, all these A-list fighters, like these top-notch fighters, do you think they would ever struggle to find a fight and get paid millions of dollars? Do you think they would ever struggle? Do you think Floyd Mayweather would ever struggle to find a fight if he wanted to? Do you think fucking Mike Tyson would ever struggle to find a fight? No. No. Do you think they would ever struggle to find an organization to fight under? No. And so why is that? Why is that? It's the same thing with copywriting clients. It's the same thing with landing clients. But why is that? It's because there's so much demand for them. Everybody knows them and there's so much demand for them. And so they know that once these people fight under the organization, they're gonna make like 10 times, 100,000 times the money they're gonna pay them. So even if they pay them millions of dollars, they're gonna make hundreds of millions of dollars back. Like the fight from Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, the boxing fight, I don't know if you know this, it generated like billions of dollars. So why not pay them $100 million if you generated $1 billion? Does that make sense? So this is how it goes, and this is the same thing what happens with copywriters. And I'm not saying you should be the best copywriter in order for you to land clients, because if this was the case, if only the best copywriters in the world got the clients, then every business on planet Earth would be working with like the best 2 to 5 copywriters, and everybody else would not have clients. But there are hundreds or thousands of copywriters with clients, so that doesn't apply to you. That doesn't apply in copywriting. So I want to share with you one principle. It's that it's crowded at the bottom, but empty at the top. And it's like a little pyramid. Like imagine a little pyramid where there's all these beginner copywriters down here, and everybody's competing for the business owner's attention and blah, 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 blah. They're outreaching. They seem like everybody else. They haven't found a way for them to differentiate themselves in the prospect inbox. They haven't built a personal brand yet. They don't know how to be good on camera. And they don't know all of these things. And so they don't have clients. And they seem like everybody else. And so the more you scale, the more you go up in that pyramid, the more unique you become. And once you reach the pinnacle, which is only like the top 1%, then you go from being a commodity down here where 99% of copywriters are, to becoming a premium. And when you become a premium, you can get the clients you want, you can sell the deals you want, you can get paid as much as you want, and you can do whatever you want with that money. So, and the only thing that guarantees you become this type of copywriter, the one at the top 1%, and for you to leave that stage where you were like exactly like everybody else, and you're not making the money you want, you're not landing the clients you want, and you're not living the life you want. Maybe you're still in college or 9 to 5, is for you to get better at your skill. And I know this sounds cliche. And this is the number one reason I opened this video by sharing with you the analogy from fighting, because the way these fighters got at the top isn't because they got good at marketing. Like, of course they got good at marketing, of course they got good at presenting themselves out and putting themselves out there, but the number one thing that got them there is their fighting skills. Because you can have the loudest mouth in the room, for example, in your case with outreach, you can send thousands of outreaches a day. Let me put it this way. You can send thousands of personalized outreaches a day. Let's say you could do that, which you can't. But let's say you could send thousands of outreaches a day. Let's say you could book sales calls all the time. Let's say you had all of your day was booked with sales calls, even though it's not gonna happen. And you were able to hop on those sales calls. If you're not good at your skill, it doesn't matter how many sales calls you book. It doesn't matter how good you are at the marketing. Marketing yourself. You're never gonna land clients because you're not gonna be able to promote yourself. You're not gonna be able to get those client results. And if you're not able to get those client results, your reputation is gonna take a massive hit. When it takes a massive hit, then it's good night. Because the thing is, if you don't get good at your skill and you work with clients and you end up ruining your reputation, it's not gonna work for you. The reputation is the one thing you cannot change. You can never change this one thing. Like if you hopped on sales calls and you haven't gotten clients yet, like think about it like this. You weren't ready, and because you weren't ready, you didn't close a client to protect yourself and your reputation from getting destroyed. So that's a cool way to think about it. So use it. And I want to show you two ways for you to become the best copywriter you can be. So the first one is read good copy and break it down. So that could be emails, that could be funnels, that could be ads. What I want you to do is every time you see something you like, something like what I want you to do is go on Instagram, go on Facebook, I don't know, whatever you're out teaching from, or even YouTube, find the biggest gurus in every space, find the biggest gurus and go to their email list and opt in. I want you to opt into everybody's email list and I want you to see everybody's copy. I want you to start consuming marketing material like it's fucking, I don't know, I want you to start what's it called? Consuming marketing material. I want you to put all of that in your subconscious so that you can create a library. So every time you go ahead and start writing becomes easier and you don't have this writer's block, what people call writer's block, where you kind of type. So you have all of this info in your brain and then all you do is really go into the Google Doc and then your subconscious just pulls stuff from your library and just writes. And it's so easy for you to do that like this. So you do this with ads, you do this with funnels, and you do this with emails, and you do this with literally every type of copy you see out there. Even if it's an Instagram reel, that's an ad too. That's a reel, a script. So the other thing is write more copy. And a lot of copywriters are trying to write the perfect piece of copy from the get-go. And it doesn't really work like that, because here's the thing. Let me give you a fighting analogy once again. So when you go to the fighting gym for the first time and you want to master throwing kicks, for example, you never have the perfect technique from the get-go. A coach never just transfers the perfect technique to you. And just like you can write the best piece of copy, the perfect piece of copy from the get-go. It's like it doesn't exist. You cannot do that. So what you do is you go to the fight gym, you throw the kick, you throw again and again and again and again, hundreds of times. Then the coach comes, he gives you the feedback. What do you do? What do you improve? What's the one thing you can improve on? What's the biggest thing you can improve on? You implement that thing. You throw hundreds of kicks, implementing this one thing. Then the coach comes to you again. He gives you another thing to focus on. Then you implement that one thing again, and you keep going. That's how it goes. That's how it goes with copy too. And that's what I tell my students all the time. I want to review your copy, and I want you to write more copy. Because if you don't write copy, how can I give you feedback? And if I don't give you feedback, how can you improve? It's like the same thing. Like fighting. How can you? It's like, here's the thing. Like picture it like this. Picture you're in a fight. You have the coach. You have a coach behind you, and he's giving you all of his feedback. He's told you how to improve, how to practice, how to do everything. And then you see your opponent at the other side of the ring, and your opponent doesn't have a coach. What do? It's like, if this ever happened to me, I'd be like, bro, this is the easiest fight of my life. This guy not only doesn't have somebody to give him feedback on the ring, but he doesn't have any coach to give him feedback. So he's going to be making all these beginner mistakes, and I'm going to fucking wipe the floor with him. So just focus on writing more. If you can't afford a mentor, whatever, like you can definitely improve. You can definitely get some little improvements. You're definitely going to make a lot of mistakes though, but you can definitely improve. Don't let perfect, that's another thing. Like perfect is you getting a lot of reps in and having a mentor. The good is just you writing. So if you can't afford a mentor right now, even though I feel like you could afford a mentor, like there's always a way for you to do that. Asking parents, that's what I did. Taking a loan, I don't know, doing some other work. Like it's so easy for you to find money. I don't know how people can't find money. So if you can't do that, then don't let perfect get in the way of good. Just do the good. Just keep writing, keep improving, keep writing more and more and more. And eventually you're going to get better. So yeah. And if you want more tips like this, feel free to click below to join the free Telegram that I have with copywriters, where I post daily feedback on there. Like we do coaching calls. I have free stuff that you can like see so you can improve. And yeah, that's what I want to share with you. Hope you get some value. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you on the next one. Love you.